my name is Stacy Madrid. Today's date is November 17th, 2019, and this video is Bacterial Morphology and Staining Techniques. It is week 3, lab 2, exercise 2. I already did exercise 1, which was the direct and negative stains. I already went ahead and took pictures and put in my lab report, but I will be recording this aspect of the exercise. So this one is differential stains. I have my three active microbes in broth, which is E. coli, S. epidermidis, and S. cerevisiae. I pretty much will be transferring some of that microbes into my slides, and they're already all labeled: E. coli, S. epidermidis, and S. cerevisiae. I'll be going ahead and transferring them using these 4 ground stains, which is a crystal violet, it is a PVP iodine, the decolorizer, and the saffron, which is the counter stain. And then after that, I will be putting them under microscopes to observe their the findings, pretty much. So first, what I'll be doing, I have my inoculating loops. They're already in the alcohol, so they can be sterilized. I'm gonna go ahead and get the E. coli, and same for sterility techniques. I'm gonna go ahead and run it through the fire. So just slowly run it through so I can sterilize. Alright, so this is E. coli. I have my inoculated loop. I'm just going ahead and rinsing out any alcohol that is in it. We don't want contamination. So my inoculated loop is dry. I'm gonna go ahead and insert it into the tube, making sure I don't get the rim. I get some, take it out, and I'm gonna put this in the circle of the slide. Make sure it drops. Make sure, yeah, there you go. Alright, and then this inoculated tube, I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in diluted bleach, or undiluted bleach, I'm sorry. And then for this, I'm gonna go ahead and remove my slide real quick. I'm gonna allow that side to dry real quick before I put it over the heat. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the rim of the tube again to sterilize it. And I'm gonna go ahead and cover it. So after this dries, I'll go ahead and do the heat fix over the fire about 5 times, and then I'll let that cool down. So just give me a sec for it to dry. So it has a pretty good wet amount, so I'm gonna stop the video here for it to dry, and I'll resume it when I do it over the heat fix. Right. Okay. So the transfer of the specimen to the slide has dried now. It did take about a good 7 to 10 minutes for it to dry. So now I'm using this as a clamp on my slide. I'm gonna go ahead and do the heat fix over the sample. So pretty much I'm gonna go ahead and put the slide over the fire at least 5 times, at least for about 1 to 2 seconds, so you can fixate the cells onto the slide. But I'm not gonna leave it on for too long, because if I do, it will deteriorate the sample I have and make it invalid. Okay, so I'm gonna just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now I'm gonna give it another break. I'm gonna let the slide cool down before I starting the staining with the 4 grams. Okay. All right, so I was able to let the slide cool down now, and the next step is I'm gonna add 1 to 2 drops of the crystal violet directly on top of where I placed the specimen. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put 1, 2, and then now I'm gonna let that sit for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to go ahead and rinse it with tap water and do the next step. Okay. All right. So I already had washed off the crystal violet. As you can see, I already rinsed out the staining tray as well. The next step is to add 2 to 3 drops of the PVP iodine. Okay. So I'm gonna see how much it really needs. 1, I think 2 is good for that one. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait another 60 seconds. And I'm gonna go ahead and rinse that off as well and go on to the next step, okay? All right, so I already went ahead and washed off the PVP iodine. My next step is to go ahead and use a decolorizer. And this is 2 to 3 drops as well, okay? Let's see. 1, 2. All right, so I'm gonna leave that for 30 seconds and then I'll go ahead and rinse it off and use the last step of the saffronin. All right, so I went ahead and washed off the decolorizer and now I'm gonna use the last stain, which is the saffronin, okay? And I'm gonna add 2 to 3 drops on the slide. 1, 2, I'm gonna do 2. Okay, I'm gonna let that go for 30 seconds and then I'm gonna go ahead and wash it off, okay? All right, so I already went ahead and washed off the saffronin. So now here is pretty much my slide. I'm gonna go ahead and let it just sit here and dry. Once it completely dried, I will go ahead and place it under the microscope and go ahead and observe the findings. I'll be able to determine the characteristics of the E. coli pretty much, and then the shape of the cells. So pretty much that same process I'm going to go ahead and do for the S. epidermidis and S. cerevisiae, and then I'll go ahead and let them dry and also observe the findings. I'll go ahead and take a picture on the best objective lens that it is, and I'll go ahead and place them on the lab report. Thank you.